Another iconic villain is complete. Let's check out Sandman. So as I create more and more Spider-Man villains, one of the biggest omissions by far has been Sandman, but I honestly wasn't sure how I was going to fit him into my universe. So I saw this guy Gardner and got the idea of maybe doing a spin on his first appearance look here, which is a little bit goofy and quite the callback, but I just wasn't sure how else to make it a little bit more grounded, realistic, and give that apocalyptic vibe like the rest of the guys have. So I was just going to take this guy Gardner, paint it up to match the suit, and add these pieces from the retro Sandman, and then maybe add some electronics here or there. But then I got this guy for real cheap off of Whatnot, and I had my light bulb moment. This guy's definitely going to work. I really like that all the tech that's on there, and then it also has the stripe pattern, so we can do the iconic stripe shirt and everything else. I think this is really going to work, and we could really lean into the tech for Sandman. And I skipped a lot of steps filming again, I'm sorry, but this is where we're at now. So as you can see, I painted all the stripes dark green and then light green like his sweater. I painted his pants brown, and then I repainted the belt and all the electronics. I also repainted the top part black, and then really touched up all the electronics. There's just so much good sculpt in McFarlane figures that is often just hidden because he doesn't really paint all the finer details, but I really enjoy doing that, and so I always love using McFarlane bases, and this guy is perfect. As you can see here, all the cabling I painted up really adds to the futuristic vibe now. I also did the green pattern on his arms, which I think came out really good, and I'm just really digging how this came out. I think this will definitely give it a more grounded look, and so once the figure is all put together, this is what he looks like, and I'm absolutely in love with this. I'm so curious what you guys think. I think this is one of the more out there designs as far as my characters have gone, but I'm really digging this, so I'm curious what you guys think. I used the retro parts from Sandman for the arms as well, and then I did a brown dry brush to add a lot more depth, and then I put this cloak on there because I didn't really want to sculpt over the Green Lantern that I very clearly cut out of the little armor piece at the top. But I think for the look we're going for, the cloak does actually add to it, so I'm really digging it. And then the head as well is from the retro. I did the dry brush on there as well, and then the cable goes only to the one side. So as you see here, the cable is what keeps him stable, you know, but the cable broke off on the other side, so that's why he's turning into sand on that side. Just to give you guys kind of a backstory of the lore that I'm thinking in my head as I'm building these guys. I think the cloak is still a little too clean. I'll probably cut it up and then, you know, do the sandpaper trick and paint it up, scuff it up a little bit. But otherwise, I'm really liking this. So I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comments, because like I said, this definitely seems like something that's way more out there than most of my designs. I do think it'll fit with the rest of the characters really well though. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll maybe do a video soon of some comparisons. Like I said in my Electro revamp video, I definitely want to start getting into long form now with these characters because everyone's been so interested in backstories and how I create them. So definitely keep an eye out on that. But as always, thank you guys for all the support, and I can't wait to hear what you think.